Number 13 on the left with some sound effects. Number 5 is about 2 coffins behind. I had no idea this is actually a thing, but it is right here in the small town of Pennsylvania. Today we're checking out something different, something brand new, and something unique, and it takes place right back there. It's none other than coffin racing. Yes, you heard that correct. Individuals have constructed their own coffins to race down the street in this first annual event. If you want to check it out, then come along with me. Now, this event is taking place in Berwick, Pennsylvania on South Poplar Street. This is the first annual event. And I initially thought it was going to be a downhill event, but this is a pretty flat road. So I'm guessing they're probably going to be pushing the coffins down the road here for the fastest time. And they're also going to do a parade pretty soon, showing off their custom creations, and there are some vendors here as well. But this is the first annual event, so we don't really know what to expect, but it should be one heck of a good time. As mentioned, this is the first annual event of coffin racing here in Berwick, and hopefully for the years to come it just gets bigger and better. I'd never checked out anything like this before. I'd never even known or knew that they did coffin racing. So if you know that it takes place somewhere else, let me know down in the comments. But here in Pennsylvania, it's happening right here in Berwick, Pennsylvania, and they're getting ready to do the parade, so everyone can get an up-close and personal look at their coffins. But they do have a nice variety of things here. They have some children's games over there with like skull toss, some other Halloween-themed games. There's some food vendors selling Mexican food, coffee, tea. There's a distillery with some mixed drinks and some other grilled foods as well. But let's check out the parade here. That was like a tin and wooden box. Some are going to be more simple, some more extravagant. This looks like the Mario crew here. Using like shopping cart caster wheels. That's going to be a rough ride. Number 3 is the Cursed Coven. That one looks like a more traditional coffin. And they do have some knobby wheels on it, some rubber wheels. That's going to be a much smoother, probably a faster ride going down the road here. Number 4 is the Vampire Bit Crew, complete with the corpse inside. Looks like a very traditional coffin. Running some solid rubber wheels on that one there. The distillery has their own here. Metal coffin. Uh-oh. Taking down the flags here. This is Welsh's towing. It's like they're all bloodied up. Went through war already. Those ones are running some rubber wheels. Rubber tires, I should say. It's like more of a hardcore coffin. Rubber wheels as well. Got some things on there for customizing it. Got a Grinch coffin here. Bright green. Got the Grinch himself and the dog on front. And over here looks like a Harry Potter themed one, 9 3/4. They're also in costume. Now this one is completely decked out for horror. Number 10 here. Ghostface, the gorilla, clown. And they're even throwing out candy. This one here, oh, that one's a neat one too. They come in close. This one's like a hot rod one. Looks like it's even got a motor in it too. It's like the Munster Mobile. It's going to be interesting to see how these coffins fare against each other, with many of them having either pneumatic or rubber tires, others having just solid caster wheels like you see on a shopping cart. And I think that's going to play a difference in speed and difficulty of pushing. I think the ones with the solid tires are going to go a bit slower. Team members are going to have to put in a bit more effort. But I believe there is 13 coffins racing today. Usually 13 is an unlucky number, but in this case, might be good luck for them. Right, guys, the race starts. So it's looking like this is going to be more of a drag race head-to-head. And it's going to be interesting to see how they fare out based on how fast the runners are and the type of wheels and design of the coffins. So we're going to watch them start off down here with a couple of them. Then we'll head up towards the finish line. But it's going to be literally head-to-head drag racing of coffins, foot-powered. That's a long way to run. Still going. I think number 5 won. I'm honestly not sure who won that one. From where I was positioned, I couldn't tell. I thought they were going to announce it, but they didn't. But I guess there maybe will be qualifiers moving on to the next round. Also, too, while you're watching this, make sure to comment down below with what number casket is your favorite one. Whether it's a more simple and straightforward one, or one that's more customized. I definitely have the appreciation for those who put in the extra time and effort to make theirs stand out from the others and to give it those added finishing touches to make it look like a more traditional, even super customized coffin. This one's gonna be interesting. Not only is it gonna matter on foot power, but also the design. Number 2 has just those shopping cart caster wheels. Number 6 has the dolly type rubber wheels. So it's Mario Kart versus crash test dummies as they're going by.
Ready? Ready? Yep. On your marks. Get set. Go.
Oh, it looks like maybe the high school students are going to get it. We got some faster runners, even though the wheels are not ideal. Oh, it's close. They're swerving up there. Yep, Mario Kart 1. We watched a couple take off from the starting line. Now let's go up to the finish line because that's where it really counts. All their hard work and effort matters at that finish line. Got number 7 on the inside lane, number 8 on the outside lane. And number 7 won it. They're running with everything they have. And number 11 won it. That's a really awesome coffin as well. And number 10 wasn't far behind. That was what I'm calling the monster crew. They had Ghostface and the gorilla and the clown. That was definitely a close race because both coffins have the same type of wheels. So it just came down to foot power. Actually, those tires are a little bit underinflated. They could have had a part to play in it. They did lose, but just by barely. Okay, Harry Potter's on the right. Number 13 on the left with some sound effects. And they're right on the line there too. Looks like 13 is gonna get it. Number 13 is what I call the Munster Mobile. Really awesome purple customized casket, even with a little troll in the front there too. Did a great job, and they had the siren as well. Those sound effects maybe helped give them the motivation to pull the win. Also running those pneumatic tires. I did confirm from the finish line official here that the length of this track or course is 400 feet in length. Longer than I thought. So a football field is 100 yards, 300 feet. So they're running longer than the distance of a football field to claim a victory. Find out what numbers they are when they get close. It looks like number 7 on the left, number 4 on the right. Number 4 is a clear lead. They are a few lengths ahead. They're running full speed here, and they are going to win by several coffin lengths to claim victory. Number 7, a few lengths behind. So interesting to see number 7 had the pneumatic tires, number 4 had the solid tires on like a utility cart. I did think about getting something to eat, but as you can see, the line back there is pretty long. I think it's about a 15-20 minute wait. But anyways, since we're over here, we're gonna get a different view, different perspective from the other side. As I believe we do have the one to advance to the next round, racing next. Okay, number 2 is on the far lane, number 5 on the inside lane. Looks like number 2 has a slight lead. Number 5 is about 2 coffins behind. Looks like Mario Kart's holding the lead. Mario Kart takes the win. Number 4, left lane, pulling ahead of number 7 on the right lane. So number 4 has got that full wooden coffin with those solid wheels, pulled off a win. And number 7, I think, is had enough. We'll say number 2 definitely has probably the lightest coffin here. I guess it vaguely resembles a coffin, but minimal materials to make that, and it's working for them. Okay, next heat looks like number 13 again versus number 11. 11 on the left, 13 on the right. This is a close one. Oh, this is neck and neck. 13 by half the coffin.
I lost my blood.
Sounds like there's 2 more races which will determine the winner of today's casket racing. Looks like down there on the right lane is Mario Kart, I believe. Not sure who's in the left lane. Mario Kart and 13 again. 13 with the siren. What's it gonna be? Oh, somebody on Mario Kart fell. Mario Kart won it. That was a close one, but Mario Kart kept the lead, and that individual fell, but they still pull it off. So there's some discussion being made. The team number 13 that just lost was making mention about how light number 2 is. It's the same thing I mentioned before. Number 2 is minimally built. They didn't put any special features on it, any facades or outer coverings. It is just bare bones to get the race done. And I think that did play a deciding factor on them winning race after race after race. So although it is legal, I believe these are inspected, that they do meet the qualifications. Number 13 obviously is a cooler looking casket or coffin, but number 2 is lighter and probably more practical. I think if they even had different tires on it than what they have, than those shopping cart wheels, it'd be even faster. But the guys pushing number 2 though, or running with number 2, are definitely doing the job today. They're heading down, they get a 5-minute break, and then have one more race. And I believe that race will determine today's winner. All right, this is the finals. Winner of this race gets a $500 prize. Number 2, Mario Kart in the left lane, and right lane is coffin number 4. I'm thinking number 2 is gonna win, just based on younger group of guys and a lighter coffin. But we'll find out in just a few seconds. All right, here they come. This is for $500. Number 2, Mario Kart left lane. Number 4, right lane. Looks like Mario Kart is ahead. Number 2 is full coffin ahead. They're still going. They got it. Number 2. Mario Kart won it. Number 4, second place. I never thought this would actually be a thing, but it is. A lot of happy people here right now. have to say, job well done to all the contestants today. 13 of them. A lot of different creations of coffins. Number 2, minimal, simplistic, got the job done. Others over the top with decorations and theming. They didn't win, but they definitely put in the effort for creativity. Now, if you are interested in coming to this event to witness it, more importantly, to maybe enter your own coffin in this race. As mentioned, this is going to be held annually. I will put a link down below in the description, and you can get more information. And for this being right around the corner from Halloween, I think it's a great event to hold here in Berwick, Pennsylvania. I will say though, I was under the impression this was going to be more of like a soapbox derby race. I was hoping for a downhill race, or at least a race with an obstacle course with some twists and turns. Maybe that's something they can implement down the road, but it was basically drag races, head to head, and number 2, Mario Kart, pulled the win, won $500. This was a pretty neat event. Didn't know what to expect, but it definitely was pretty fun. And I think I will be back in the future to check it out again. Don't know if I'll be racing, but definitely will come to cheer on these cool coffins racing down the street. Anyways, hope you appreciate the effort that all these individuals put into their coffins in this race today, and hopefully you enjoyed the video as well. Thanks so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.